Okay, and here we go. You're going to have a link on your Google Classroom classwork page, and that's going to start today, August 4th. That link is going to take you to if you're looking up here, it says get ready for 7th grade. So we want to make sure that you are ready for the new concepts that you're going to be learning about. And today you're going to be learning a couple of new concepts, but again, if you already know some of this stuff, that is okay because this is really the kind of thing that people would do at the end of 6th grade to make sure that you're getting ready for 7th grade. So if any of these concepts are familiar to you, don't worry. Review never hurts. It's always going to be just fine to review, especially at the beginning of the year, so that you can make sure that all of these concepts are fresh in your mind as you go forward. So what we're going to be starting on is negative numbers. I don't know how much or how little you have experience with negative numbers, but basically when you think about negative numbers, you think about a number line, all right? And I'm sure you've probably at some point seen a number line in math class. Now, I'm sure you've seen a number line that went 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, if you're counting by ones, or if you're counting by 5, you saw 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, okay? If you're counting by tens, maybe you saw 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and all of that, okay? Those are all number lines that show where a number is located on the line. Now, you may have also seen a number line that not only said 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but going back the other way, on the other side of 0, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. And that's really the intro to negative numbers you're going to be seeing. Negative decimals and fractions on the number line are going to be the next thing that comes up. But I want to make sure you understand why we need to understand the concept of negative numbers. All right? Let's just put it this way. Say you've all heard about sea level. All right? Elevation is basically um, not contracted. So it's counted in ascending from sea level. So uh, whatever our elevation is up here, whatever the elevation is down in the valley, that's going to be much lower. The valley is much closer to sea level than the White Mountains are. Yet there's also places that are much more higher elevation than even the White Mountains. So we count elevation from sea level. Now, there's also a concept called below sea level. All right? And how many feet, how many miles below sea level is something? Well, again, that's going to go in the opposite direction. So if we're counting 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, or even 1 foot, 3 feet from sea level, ascending, going up, we have to go 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot below sea level. So that would be a negative number. If you had 4 feet below sea level, that would be negative 4 feet. All right. Let's think about thermometers. You've got 0 on the thermometer, and on hot days like yesterday, if we're talking Fahrenheit, we probably had about the 90s. We were in the 90s, 90 degrees above 0 on the thermometer. Uh, Cold days doesn't happen a whole lot in Arizona, but when it does happen, your toes can feel it, your face can feel it. It is freezing. Okay, so if we get to maybe 10 degrees below 0, you are going to be freezing. Uh, your hands might stick to the car doors might stick together. There's all kinds of things that can happen when we go below 0. And again, that's just a number line. So 0, negative 1 degree, negative 2 degrees, negative 10 degrees, okay? We just call that 10 degrees below 0. So these are negative numbers in real life situations. Now, the most real life situation you will have to deal with when it comes to negative numbers is negative money. All right? When you think about money, I bet you think about positive money, right? You know, your grandma gave you $5 in your birthday card. That's positive money. You can go spend that. That's you've got that, and you count up from zero, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, and you've got $5. Now let's say you owe somebody something. Okay, say you get something from somebody and say I'll pay you later. Well, that's called a debt. That's called something that you have to pay that person. Like right now, if you were to get $5, but you owed somebody else $10, that's like positive 5 plus negative 10 uh, would equal negative 5. You still owe that person $5 more. All right. So we have to understand how negatives work, why negatives are important. Uh, Trust me, once you get a bank account and you realize that your bank account is negative and now you owe the bank money, doesn't matter how much money you get, you're going to have to add that negative money to the positive money to find out how much you really have. So these have a lot of real world examples and connotations. So you're going to be learning about negative numbers. I want you to go through this entire unit as much as you can. If you can't do it all today, that's fine. But I want you to get as far as you can by at least uh, tomorrow. And if it's too much, let me know, please. But I think that it goes pretty quick. You're going to be watching videos and you're going to be doing the practice portions. So start up here, okay, watch the videos and start the practice. All right. It's going to have some questions for you. So make sure you're paying attention here. Make sure you're taking notes so that when you have a chance to answer the questions, you don't have to do it over and over and over and go rewatch the video and get all the stuff that you missed. Most of it is just paying attention at the time. So have fun today with all the negative numbers and all the different ways of doing negative numbers. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Please send me an email or call me in my office. If there's anything I can do to help you out, I would love to be able to do that. But make sure you pay attention to the information before you start going over the practice. All right? Okay. See you next time.